Business of misdirection. A. The court directed plaintiff's counsel to have the said German marriage certificate to be authenticated without giving reasonable time for Ghanaian embassy in Germany to execute the said certification of genuineness of the signatures on the said certificate.
Ghana Inside TV. So what channel papa, what YouTube? Never subscribe, not like, not share.
I don't know about Ghana Inside, the only platform on my the best content of all. No first time I heard me subscribe, like the notification bell, so the video be at one, Ubenya be no share. Asem be the current issue about say, Mama Akosua Serwaa or appeal, na appeal coin. People are saying it's a good news because Judge Lorinda said your name Mama Akosua Serwaa a did no, or in the year cry. And the other two journalists said your choir false of Asem, and your choir wasn't confessed to Asem until I'm walker. Then in appeal more, and couldn't deal to me if you more appear now. And not be general. So the chance of the way and also you're paying the form really internationally. Lawyer no e obi a wakam enti yem koni ko video bi emrasisi a
eco file the application no no omoni aye kuro ye di caveat ko ma me ye the last year ono we hurry up so also we
yes so we lumbe ye ni we Sunday na lawyer kusi sa Sunday na lawyer kusi share office prepare early no
the time no no dey koto so last year afena enkofo edrimika court yesrew me enye co-administrator on ma me no edikan mo se onim hwe wadikan since last year wadi munyina mani kan afena Odo Broni ni nkofo emfa emra kra
na ono kwa ne plot so amomo so bag na na oni lawyer kusi nam court mo ahu bag na ekuto ne papa chi na papers ayemu ma na God bless mo ahu papers na ekuta oni papa chi a omo de court ho no hu afenu mo ani abre
okay
afenu mo ani abre what na ma be ma dadawo enu wa wu ya
so e na mi nsi form am power tap
me vatu
mesremo adofo amoso mesremo sabre Gucci lie mommy empa whatsapp ni yan repost ni yan share na amanfo meguso because they say but so sent to kwado so ba ha no mu chechite mesremo ni di mu am cho wate na ibi mommy yan share na amanfo meguso metie nyansasam na ye kan because me see her I'm in love with the page, you know. Mr. Sawati. Na amanfo bebre mra no mon enti ase. Na Mr. Kulundi die na ya iti afa wo. So uko we no lawyer Dorinda you know the buy na you know the report of the buy na woman be chire mu and I try to chance on that woman na woman say from the reference of Kulundi no okotu Kulundi asem bi ho it means Kulundi the foreign case we say that and that day no many aje or say from the reference of Kulundi no say when a foreign document is coming into another land yes Kulundi di be adana me tie say because aye bida until they can do it. Mr. Mommy and Shawati Medas Medo.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. Say the Mammy Kaino, Mama Yem Power Tap. I can't come. I'm so much a be lived give to not Udia 2 minute. No power.
Gucci, me to me, I can't know why explain it. Why?
Me person, mammy, at least first paragraph. Me and I mean, idea can mamu. A appeal now additional grounds of appeal and letter no appeal edi kind the court head mama fan 51 straight up the court head omo chire ensemu a course wo kanini di
mu fan awde 15 no papa
we dey 15
okay, two, right?
two pepe
the judgment the
yes.
one
yes my yanko 2 no so the court head according to ensemu ayekono e wo munim dem lawyers aka abo mu no
also where from this letter is from Odo Broni.
Wait, what? But these are the reasons. These are one of the reasons that a mama pay said demonstrate. And you say BBL, yet the tuso na what should be. No what should be. We no say unless I go to more on the platform or church and filing now for and what church also the court aired when it held that foreign law and an American as a question of fact can only be proved by calling an
Thank you for charging me.
Meaning say earlier on na court
thank you
lawyer Kusi try say obe subpoena we no your friend is saying experts no from way one na no na the right way and the judge stopped it anameboa. According to lawyer Kusi. Okay, so this one no it saying say court no ye inform so also the court aired when it held that a foreign law as a question of fact can only be proved by calling an expert.
Mami check it over. Say ebeto dwase nkofo me say Ghana for a before yes. I've been saying this over and over again. Say ye opportunity. No only and say be going to mkwaba. Ye dey ase ye privilege bi. Corona ye timu no mo ye mo ye ho modern. Ye nhia bibi wo ho emfantu ye koto dwem fanka ye nim dada ho. Now it was speculating around say almost say and now the was court and as I say and you na say and lawyer na be pay we na the omutuni nyinagum and correct. But courtroom honsono because a house of records nintino yen koto to no ma basa ho enti ahano or some say court no ed wa bra o ka say the expert witness pe and a betimi aba be den abe tenase a chechemu no court ne de lawyer Kusi kano
na okay I didn't na almost subpoena almost was stop here
ni nyina wa ha only the Dorin any name reasons best known expert witness ababetina eyinum nko na be prove say Mama Akosua Serwaa document no papa. The court end
also court no ye mfom so
yes
so what na asem ne so e can say I just say
expert witness
yes ofi baby a the corona ba ne ke betumi aba be chire mu. Oh wow, so that was
oh yes
okay
enti e beto ho no and I fake no mo antimi improve no enye sa na tie enye sa yes
me sure mo kai asem bi emre bi lawyer they were the ones I'm afraid a friend is saying her ladyship ekache say process say ni
yeah, I think say no be say can say I stand to be corrected but I don't know say that time no na vlogger be our mo side na am say omo so munya info no omo kache omo lawyers so omo kwa omo yeah I think say and judge no based on nkwa nim nkomo a oni lawyers bi adie and ono so gina so e di ye de ese wo ye ebusuafo Asem no enyina eno no
okay almost read we are
okay okay so the court aired when it rejected exhibit B blah 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 upon consideration of section whatever ono emremu and omo kinkan ho
thank you for charging me
leading to a fatal presumption that Ghana's ordinance marriage was the same to the German civil marriage. On say, oh, where the Asem Yami said, Mami, me the first thing you are, Major Diakanina, man, would the baby in Abutamam. Major Diakanama, my show. Also, Mobeka, judge no aim can say, quote, Ghana warrior. Meanwhile, Nipana or the Asem number 2 and him no Germany no what here and waba and then some about our dear and all be prove what you say Berman no meaning na net Germany and I know obi kwawaria some kai as I said both for yin na sin sign now then away dear Yensanye. It all bounces back and boils down to yes, if log a beast at time no much and some no lawyers need info because yes, it will be the better abontions and no more punchy holes. It will not that time you need a line in Asem can be big kakra. But judge, you know, Eddie Kotuto German marriage certificate, which is wrong. Wrong because Europe and I say America meaning some way. Etie okona okọ for marriage certificate original one na that day okoko ye enya no ne yebeti di ama o enya no ne yebeti di ama o but judge no e de kototo ho se ene Ghana de no esenka e de eyepe so mbekaya
third point
third point
also court no so reject
exhibit
Mama Akosua Serwaa exhibit B no dance the nkrata to so be B no no they consider say like I said, he was trying to compare that of Ghana no also thereby and then they lead it to its fatal presumption that Ghana's ordinance marriage was the same as that of the German. So you cannot compare the two. Or rejected that exhibit, no, that comparison, no, the leading in money rejected Mama Akosua Serwaa, no, which officially say is not right because a different areas.
Exactly.
Okay.
Particulars of error. Save for a brief moment of courtroom inspection. Unchallenged evidence of court proceedings show that no reasonable opportunity was given to the defendant. No reasonable opportunity was given to the defendant to investigate the authenticity of the aforementioned exhibit due to the court's haste to meet trial timelines. Enti yama nipa no ekwan defendant sa monfa ansem no nkodam ko hwehwem ti asem ni ye na authenticity nsem no a na mo ka ho asem no ya pekwan emre na ye de akwa ko hwehwem but na sabio judge no ope eye questionably, the court was deprived. The court having deprived the defendant reasonable opportunity to investigate the authenticity of the said exhibit, fatally, endorsed and overly relied on the erroneous argument by counsels for the defendant, thereby resulting in erroneous conclusion by the court. The assembly yipa. Ebusiafo. And
particulars of error no. Once I can say say for a brief of moment so much with unchallenged evidence on the bar, and most of them were not challenged. Unchallenged evidence of the court proceedings, it shows say na entiasie bia like there was no opportunity, reasonable opportunity. They ma somebody be investigating the authenticity of niema ni bebre na e course so e wo ho no because na court na e pentem ewie ne niema ye nti e be ma question eba ho so that e ho no ye jump to be no court ni deprive the defendant no reasonable opportunity omo deprive omo tsna omo inhwehwemu so no Emma omo endorse and overly relied on those arguments by counsel until the omo keka ni nyina ra say American 10 ya no omo pedia ya de ni ntino inhwehwemu ni nema bibi wo kra na they didn't do it. because judge pentem ti the omo kwa the ombeka na judge no ase minim de meye dada, then they jump over to the next one. Inti basically no omo enya bre amfant na so, and you and I know say of course that was the truth.
Yes.
Omo enya mre inti we say no appeal no omo benya mre ewura all areas, all corners. The so omo hwe bi omo behwe the okwo gina ho a onimu lumba osu onimu no okwo dance ni no. Now no any questions say e de one bi say e de one any ebusua pani a o se na dance fo nyina ewu. All those niamano needs to be, and then videos and pictures no judge to me can say a bit to me AI no. Now if there is anything they have AI to do it say the correct document nani nyina o ma checking nyina, but that one that is why they are saying say a particulars of error they feel say a buyer during the process no monthia so mo consider na bia like omotena so working on a nyoma don anymore. Okay
now yanko yanim okay yeah, we are on the scene or say that if reasonable opportunity had been given to the parties to investigate the authenticity of the said exhibitor, the trial court would have ordered the said exhibit to be treated presumptively, authentic.
And would not have come to the
erroneous conclusions and findings it arrived at. Well, you know, any client, mo fanche me pa chopa, me kajo zene, ubeti ame kumbrofo na wa obu say yes. Ame kumfo yo.
Into I say ye ma omo emre ewo kwan papa mu ema ye mo di ye nhwehwemu ye pa anke betumi ahu the authenticity of adance niema ne omo de ba ye ni yie. The trial court would have ordered the said exhibit to be treated presumptively authentic and will not have come arrived to the erroneous thing. Yede be ma conclusion say your certificate be enye ana we die no eye.
Thank you.
So love, Papa,
hello.
This is where I draw my stand, sir.
Okay.
The courts, the Ghana court, which is the judiciary court, was not. And then I will stand by my words. They were not. A man take your time to verify anything.
No, because
of error no said they were in a haste
yes
to meet trial timeline.
I don't know what the ladyship
as a
what is it? I don't know why they try to tarnish the image of this woman, make people laugh at her. I don't even understand. Me read it, I cry. Why did they do that?
And my love, this trial no coin no use when you cost a lot. That gave another person somebody's husband
without the family members.
And then without the family members too. So this particular, cost a lot to the family and to the wife.
The learned judge
chip in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. This case, if you watch from the beginning to end, it was already decisive case. It wasn't a case that was going to give Mama Akosua Serwaa a chance to prove herself. Because listening to the appeal, and then we are already watching the case from the beginning to an end, you will realize that even when Lawyer Kusi was very mad because he knew
that there was a way that if there's a case like this, the judge will get understanding with the lawyer, because they know that sometimes when they need people from the embassy or people from any place to come and witness, sometimes it's very difficult. And when Lawyer Kusi said, and I quote, he approached the judge over it that is going to take a time, she agreed with him that it was okay, and she knew what she was going to do. So if you see the judgment that came around 50-50, as we all know that it never happened in this world, that whether it's no or yes, then that means that from the onset, that case was already decided. They had already decided. So no matter what you say or what evidence will even change their mind, they had already done whatever they wanted to do. Okay. That was why we witnessed a false accusation to defame the woman, to defame the sister-in-law, to let them lose their credibility, so that all Ghanaians will not believe her, and then will start making mockery about her. And it's very sad. It's very sad and shameful to Ghana.
The judge approving a traditional marriage in the courtroom at that time.
It's wrong.
Was very wrong.
Baby, now,
it was Odo Broni.
Yes. Because that was the agenda.
You consider no pa a share by force of say public in the bedroom, so it was Odo Broni, because they were not there for a traditional marriage, but then the so obejin and what to say or no you cannot endorse a traditional marriage.
May say
you cannot endorse.
My dear, the whole issue before the court, the honorable court, was to determine a legal wife between a man, so not to tell me say both of you were customary
a traditional marriage.
Not the matter before the court was not to determine say the matter was to determine a legal wife,
and they up judging a honomono.
So
if you were to go right into the customary marriage now, and can send your judgment no ke honso come fail, because in some moment can just traditional or customary marriage e obi e ware a ye wo bi ogina ware achi into the ogina ware achi wu a obi wo ho ma papa maame wa wo ko ware ye no edu tama ye di mo kire wie se mo ye yire na ye bisa se hwan mu na egina ware na chi Oba di biba na bema biaba, so that when there is any problem, those people will be called.
They couldn't get one.
Sani oma we no. Sani oma yemfa papa yemfa mame. Those people were yenya lumba di ojina nechi, yenya Odo Broni di ojina nechi. Ehon no mo change, so be pray to be found enough for worry. Really?
Look at this.
Is this how our tradition has got into? Eya brochire di eni bio ordinance ni etumi so onsa na ene wako amene hwan o papa ne hwan ye traditional one no eno ne ye consider amena afofo eno ye Obroni die na ye esua ni bi ba mo genti se na je Dorinda beje traditional na tumu die deep into how I worry traditionally. Sir. But a hono or jetumu without diving deep into it. Emma will be bitching me woho. E consider one person witness. One party pe so no na no woho. Lumba dear when you see when wow.
Assembly Yanko. Now the learned judge misdirected herself in law by treating plaintiff inability to her German marriage certificate as a choice within her control. Now
exactly. They were even Russian. It's about the baby bano. Mami hancho filing. from Europe at the America. Some documents no what they back on or back at us enye noa enon chese mene but enye noa because mekwakoje the other one be translation from Dutch no ebe ba me some of the documents me de ya de be ba no was a yakọ na lawyer sign a stamp so I saw the do 3 months.
Fixing appointment the 4 months.
We have gone through this thing. Where Kasa no one any which wo ye omo paperwork a wo.
Yes, and
say into what the bar normal rejected documents about me they call back 3 times and so I may reach the correct one
especially
because Kasa no nyepe
sir you know parts of Europe or England pen as a brofunya, Germany, France, Italy, Belgium, almost different languages. No, okay, so we know more about brofuma. And yet, I did that form.
And is your good. So I'm American. Me say me the 1 year na me document me the quality are rejected. Na me the full for na me to na me change.
Particulars of misdirection. A. The court directed plaintiff's counsel to have the said German marriage certificate to be authenticated without giving reasonable time for Ghanaian embassy in Germany to execute the said certification of genuineness of the signatures on the said certificate. Let me take it again. Now, particulars of misdirection. Wait, the appeal no. Just almost funny to be a way or my punch on the tour, which is true, and I agree with them. I see the court directed plaintiffs counsel, which is Mama Akosua Serwaa, lawyers, to have the said German marriage certificate to be authenticated without giving them time. Hey, anyway, no, and your authenticate certificate, no. It's also our times and among Koyembrau and one on the apemo because judge need true Ghpagetv, judge no, oh true Ghpagetv, oh minimum the amono. They were not given a reasonable time. So, Omonfanko back to Ghana embassy in Berlin. Some more, consulate so I think a consulate in Hamburg and they to do all these things it requires umenyamre yama omubi
the Ghana court na omo show
me say true
the court expected counsel for plaintiffs to compel the Ghanaian embassy in Germany to expedite its own administrative bureaucratic procedures in the authentication process outlined under the section 161 of the evidence decree, which is not right.
How can authenticate no and say Ghana embassy no musu ebusa German for no process no and a lawyer for no say court no my time wa I just say Mama Akosua Serwaa edi ko yes anu ma no say ko ye no a wanye wa man time dey di kan baako and baby love read it. Hence by so doing the court expected counsel for plaintiff to compel. Now I said no or person lawyer kusimu ko shewo a Ghana embassy or Germany tintina munya de munya nyina mo ko certificate me patro mo am dealing with
omo pa che say wo court now who expect say yanko show mana
yes expected them
fast na no man ma ye me expedite
you intent and fast track
yes but you know say the court issue ni offices no it's by appointment
bureaucratic
and obi ani mo say wo case be ba na just space ya na
bureaucrats ni ye adwuma and bureaucratic process be taking a long time. It's taking a long time. Until how were they expecting? How was the court expecting? And then the lawyers, you know, Eddie Omutima Fre, Ghana embassy wo Berlin musu munye nhwehwemu munye ne enene kire within 24 hours.
They were compelling the Ghanaian embassy in Germany to expedite its own administrative bureaucratic procedures. They have their procedures.
Yes.
It is more of administration.
Yes.
Paperwork.
Now, was that possible? Say lawyers in combat with this or shana koto one so omunya dwuma no tentem. It takes time.
One case never.
Sir, young kwao die kofo die.
Baby love ne Papa Gucci. Mama make us. Also, mama the ocean the two almost say. Omunya no mu make judgment to seal the other party.
And to meet a time no.
That was it.
To meet a year. Say at the end of the say yeah for any and some when you and sana. Oh baby echo. Me pacho eno na grounds of baako no bi na ye kin kancho say na court no said the none of person watch like saying enka lawyer kusimu emfa mirika enkwa na. The bottom line is that it needed time to do all that. But court now man quite
we see now was a fair-minded court. A fair-minded court
oh yes.
Would have ordinarily waited for the said authenticated signature to the marriage certificate to be ready amidst the court's attention drawn to the hardship in the authentication process by counsels for the plaintiff. A fair-minded court. But we did not get that a fair-minded court to do that. Because any fair-minded court, upon issuing that directive, obema ukwain,
of course,
obenya abotre the amount, so that you can get the right authenticated signatures to the certificate. Senyane pesa or pesa to ade ane tutuni baby na obwa obia. But then he did it when nyane sa. So I mean, they were not fair-minded. They were just doing their own thing, limiting the plaintiff from getting what she wants. And they jumped to aspect no bar court and endorse a traditional marriage. Oman dive deep into how a traditional marriage is done.
Yes. And Tia Hanum.
And with doing that, and also Ghana court na ababeye limited. Abeye so as I say abeye him.
Yeah, of course.
Not to send the obi enya some of us me the court.
The number form of course. It creates
yeah, obi your mindset to do that and this time around it's like the belief, and yet we
and unfortunately because omuwie eyinintino ababeye eya reference people are going to use it. That is the most dangerous aspect of it. Somebody is going to use that verdict to ebe koti e dia jiobiniama e hona na ye fight for no. What you saying is appeal no amasu to correct eniama sa e hono. So anytime somebody will quote from the high court, the other lawyer will quote from the appeal to correct that mistake na nipa be quote to make the other person no suffer.
I say by so doing, a fair-minded court would have invoked its inherent jurisdiction to clarify the authenticity of the marriage certificate by calling its own expert witness to assist her before racing to give judgment, while the very document, example, certificate, it demanded was not ready. Again, all kawaha. Memo example be. Muhammadi politics. I check a crime. I say my background politics. Somewhere kai 2012 election petitioner a court, Supreme Court. Edrum kuntabuono na eye bibia hono. Supreme Court invited a firm, audit firm called KMPG, a UK firm. Audit, accounting, and whatever. Edru enkuntabuo no muno. chini nchiwa she will be called sure baby no because I idea who here na ye ko yanim near pe entem ti no court no nti this goes out to
so they have lawyer of course this question I once asked a your friend say a lawyer be say nti na enyoma ne nkono na omo de omo ni expert wo ho a omo betumi aboa
they can do
and
it.
They said the Ghanaian judges are omo te wo de ba na wo de be ba de so ne ye behwe.
Mama tell ade baako say obi a foreign national even a hackra happen and it goes on and on in many other countries around the world. Say a foreign national be na you don't come from that particular country. Na ibi Asem bi ba na ye do kokota. They ask you say
but I appeal documents on I can.
They ask you say do you need an interpreter? So ba betra wa kire ka say the court proceedings no court no be busa say if you need one yen kasi bia wow family through me kako pay bi ba they be providing an expert at the amount. Kromha kofo bebre wo sa adwuma na omo wo court say bia Ghana ni bi no e bi on timi express no ye na na asem bi o ya ye betwe expert na ma na ba court no wa be chirichiri ni mu wo no ani local dialect mu na be wise Java KPMG is KMPG be the refi for us KPMG or something. I hope I got it right. Law firm be sorry,
manager.
And to be wise, you can laugh or you can. KPMG. Anyway, what I was saying say a auditing firm. And omo invite you omo buy. Mom be ye nkunta no ho. Nti we no they could have invited their own expert witness. Asem no.
Me say maybe sasa de we say. Usha or say Dina okay no Dino. Or say by so doing a fair-minded court, underline a fair-minded court. Court we GD a reshemu amotoso ewomu no would have invoked its inherent jurisdiction to clarify the authenticity of the marriage certificate by calling its own expert witness to assist her before raising to give judgment.
KPMG,
Odimrika ekoma judgment no nanka court wa hotosuo wo mu court wa wodwini nipa ho court wa wonya se obebubu aguso court wa wo mo na dwini mu po se wo besisi wo bi no nanka obe invoke its inherent jurisdiction to clarify the authenticity of such certificate no obey ne day by calling its own experts to witness to assist but wanye ne sa otwa ho no when to me and calling the own expert witness to assist her but then or jump to give judgment to benefit the honor because then yaye ne oma nyina wi Jesus Christ and mode amana affecting obi this thing has caused a lot of damage to Mama Akosua Serwaa which is not right and amubuguswo and asa wrong verdict no mo ma ye no de bia e koma wo mu nti eno ne o topic wo mu discuss
yes
no topic.
Na me see the be obi fala for. So I remember perfectly.
The wise say as your opponent could have shared the life for you.
Yes, wow.
So that's opponent with the emotions na
back to Asem no Supreme Court invited KPMG and mo be ye nkuntabu ebusebusa akwa no questions bi wo ho. Eyade esi wo court. Happen. Tie again our election petition in 2012. I call you no those time lawyer Tony Lita no afa I have in my custody as be the blah 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 blah. Now or the Dr. Bawumia or say can you see say there's no commissioner of oath seal and cash ebusiafo. if a commissioner of oath and fan stamp and see, you can take back the document and then rectify it. Those documents are the same process. And I know bet me Mama Akosua Serwaa and Semi aye kan wo hai. Say I say election petition there na make sure say documents we have commission of oath na stamp no and here United betini bi no. No and more case ni ngu. And no say yes mon fan ko na on san fa and yi ni stamp go sisi so. Ebi ensi. Ewo maame no Asem yi mu. Baby, Fabe to be kahon na fe yen fam pim because yes nipa bebre enti ase so far baby ye do no. Fabe the to kahon na fe yen pem ho.
The D also by so doing a fair-minded court would have invoked its inherent jurisdiction to clarify the authenticity of the marriage certificate by calling its own experts to assist her.
Yes, you can see.
Okay. Also offer on one casani own expert. Mama Dorinda. Now to me. A court to a GDA and Otoswo or Juni Nipa or Pesa or the pepper ye papa will be unconcosu. Air affect will be and damage will be noa. Nanka judge ni be to me. Afre on one casane expect no abe assisteno. Nanka ansan wabema judgment amana babe affect.
My requested no aba.
Say that the learned judge unduly hastened to give judgment by refusing to accommodate or even meaningfully inquire into the process. She has set in motion under section 161 of the evidence decree. Sorry. So the learned judge unduly hastened. Just a learned judge, or prene who or steady or steady to give judgment or 2 America. My judgment. Wamrana we refuse so obe accommodate obi and our obe shani ma yemu no prene who ye intentem or speedy up or rush ye. What you say? And you're right. No. So the F, no, the misdirection infected the entire proceeding. Sanyoma ye affected the entire proceeding, rendering the entire judgment as having sacrificed procedural fairness for hasty record time judgment and. Bro, for the amateur be vitiating,
yes, others made
daring. Hey, bro.
Say we are lawyer for bro. Vitiating, that's right.
Vitiating.
Hey, lawyer Guzini Kuleng.
Vitiating. That's right. Vitiating, spoiling, weakening, destroying. That's the meaning. Vitiating. That's the E. So na vitiating kakaka mokofa be share.
I had to say a ambush litigation.
Obi do atam no den to ma.
Again, just by destroying, weakening the thing, spoiling the thing. Work of vitiating, tin your buy.
Me say I had to say Supreme Court is ambush litigation. Somebody lawyer this. Ambush litigation. I say pay. I feel the more feature. Lawyer, this overture, ambush litigation, the annual day. I was for you the best.
Some misdirection, and your manner, only yen basano, or say I affected the entire proceeding,
Mama,
rendering the entire judgment as having sacrificed procedural fairness. Ama peppery. Ama isan say na enipa edimirika prene edi eniema no abewie. So the court erred when it held that a law firm clerk was not fit to answer the interrogatory because he was not the lawful attorney of the plaintiff. The court erred when it held the counsel for the plaintiff had admitted in open court that the original certificate was an extract from a family book or diary and therefore not a proof of a civil marriage between the plaintiff and the late
Daddy Lumba. And the late Daddy Lumba. I was a four. Hana, yedi in Chichimuno. Ebisi go ebese be over bed in Asem in Twitch Amason. Nuclear woman say, I think it's after. Answer the memo at the phone. Nuclear woman say, Mama Akosua Serwaa. Onim de ekoso. Enunti ene ai Odo Broni atabna dreamirika mirika tente court chai ai bakui you ready say bakui enibai lumba babakui on so Denise mu nyina dreamika trumika tente courtroom se chichina yesre court fa ebe ka ho mayen ka ho mayen kwan ne ka ho nyina no na Mama Akosua no last year ba file it down okoja o mu kura dada Emma obi ndada wo mu taika na East Legon fie enu ano mese sinie ye ne bu chale se bibia kokosi maame no afa ni nkunim bia bute wie na okura ni document woni semu a e depend enyem na me be che do be na wo se wo kodi ni fie a abusuafo mo obi andada a basses so my minister will be two at time now saying wow obetu ni there wow grab for the guy me person be say obi me gidi e wono enfini say o two foot na o kasa na na appeal no o say ntimi ba so be wise how far now at say be wise no busa afedie agro embody you agro ne for be wise but how far now
ene Roman father na came out prosecuted Jimmy for na judge na man no ebu na nje no how can a judge bu na nje me bana me de ne ko Ghana na osu atwi ka no na okwa na odi twi ne brofo na efra how can a judge bu na nje a prosecutor how can I judge boon and each prosecutor say prosecutor nimfe nshemu say odidi eyifwa atem yentumi enye I mean sometimes you know okay we can support ye betumi support ye defend but the problem is a day ebeba be ye wo no ebeba be ye wo no we may not be there to defend this thing. Yeah, junior, na ye junior nim enye na de. Minimum say eba ni media so na ye twema mentwe obi apese ne side we. It's true. I understand ye nyina we've been there. But then we so akoye bibi a ebe ye bibi se na obi ebe da ho. Minu me no especially ye tete abroche ne can happen to ye easily. Easily. This thing is about ye tete abroche no. Any obi owo Ghana. Any 1212 bia tete abroche ni bebre wo hɔ a aware mu especially Ghana for me ma bebre pe me dem me pese me kofi o me dem me kwa akobie business o me dem me say you Ghana for me ma bebre. I have met a lot of Ghanaian men a omo ye omo ne man tentem pese omo kotena fie ye bisa ho say omo ne omo yere no motena se edwene ho say honey odo ma de nyina at this time me kofi na me kwa nkwala no ye ne o maseten be ya ne den obe wa ha me kwa ba okay ne wo wa ha me ye ni sei plan be ya na o mo kwa because oba bia mpese ni kunu ne be konti ya na bufuo no matwa for mo so ko utwe fa me so ko wi a me ba na me we are facing all these things in our homes. You put what is going on aside inkofo bebre face wo fie especially ebia mutumi build up business bi kakra bia ebia obakosua mansanso oko school de bia no ye cheche eyi wo school de bia owi ni bibi ba onimade o ye brilliant me twene fi US de na kotena Ghana no akọ school wa na ana me tena na me kunku akọ me kunni nko ekwa obeye setie obe respect ya warrior no a onkofa obi na okofa obi nso along the way ebia no matuka eko na ka na kopimu dua na mekun na yebu ne nan ni bu a memfree US metena ho otie masema kiyete wa na yare de obi enka se mfi baabi mra yenyi especially yekwa ya yesa juice ni ale ubenyi bedu baabi na fe na eyi ne ho ayede eba we know say it will come one day. That is why you have a partner, you have a wife. Inti because uchusu ne se obeka wo hu ninti listen to her so that at that time she will be with you. ne nkwala ni nyina you don't leave her because ubetumi akoshe shelves fufuro mu ubetumi etu afi shelves na wo mu no akoshe shelves fufuro mu and then in the new shelves na obekwa akoshe mu no ye check stages of marriage na ebeye bibia so no de wakohie nyankopon because then you have started from the passion stage whereas uja oyere no na mo cooperation stage etu hu no say oyere ye so evil man no akọ bi na akọ start na odo na ye oda feel say she is better wait until you get to the same age as oyere na uja ne ho no we ade a ye nyina ye di sua ade uja oyere ho no ma worry 20 years de wako fa na fe no ma start one behavior also no they compare 20 years of marriage behavior so some of the comparisons no are not working obitu ona no gbe me de mentumi nya me kun ho mentumi nya because ma ware 5 years ma ware 10 years obi e di 30 years obeka cho se metumi eja ho because that stage of marriage no enye die bi no mo pedi wo mo hu ye hwe ye ma stage. And when you are comparing, check your years, check how far you've gone before you compare yours to somebody's. Pacho bibe to me to ask.
Okay, yeah, that's a Bibla and it also there. Odi
Menkasa.
me bacho
Menkasa.
Ai kasa na yenko.
Menkasa. Aha. Yeah, as for yesterday, Mama Akosua Serwaa and that lumba semi over a year more na ekoyi. Nsem bebree asisi a Ghana nyina ye ne twia ama ne course no ama enipa bebree nso asua de in the first place ye better Ghana for ase ye better Ghana court nso ase ne adama Mama Akosua Serwaa ne dad lumba ene yi side chick ana so Odo Broni mu nyina krase ene sen because a case we started ye no omoma nipa bebree ye sua de ya adwen mu bie ye ni ada ho asat na wa ye kasai enipa bebre aye ni da ho enipa bebre eniyema bia na ka efa amanfo kon ho ne sese no obia ejina asem we so se na masem we asie ni ntino da bi ma menwi hu mienu entini nyina no e ya desua mayen ba mesre se mesre wo bibiara se asem ba na se ye ka bia yentie mu yie na yenka because when tiemu ye yesi empentamu mu aten ebi na court no eye no opentam de show eto omuso ma up till now no obia the whole wiase na Ghana nyina hunu se ekoye mirika so ekoye ententem ena wo letter na menua be ma wo read na empo no asat say na all the possibility of the authentication na ye difficult no Mama Akosua Serwaa ye lawyer kusi etiminya letter from the embassy